Hello to one person there. We'll get a little more into everything once once some more time has passed. Whoa, 5 people. Okay, hello. Hi. Hi, 7 people. Okay, hello to everyone. I'm excited to be here. If you were here with Lovely Wolf at the beginning of the year, you might recognize this like scenery. It's my bathroom at my apartment. So that's where we're at right now. I have a little, I mean, I'm not like the last solo live stream I did. I'm not planning on being here for super long, um, mostly because my sleep schedule is already like difficult to deal with. So I don't want to like really mess it up. But I I mean, it's almost like 2 minutes, so I'll start talking. I had planned to live stream today a while ago, and I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it after Love Island, which is at 9 and then ends at 10. I was like, after Love Island, I'm going to do it, but but then I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not because I wasn't sure if I would have anything to talk about, and then my best friend Chris was over for a long time, so I was like, I'll probably be too tired, but I decided why not. I said I was gonna do it, so might as well do it. I already took my makeup off. I should have like I said nighttime routine, and I should have waited until um, I started this. So y'all will get to see my little routine. I mean, it's actually not really. I don't even have like a nighttime routine. I don't know why I named it this. Feel free to type in the chat. There's 7 people here, and like no one's saying anything, so I'm kind of like, who's here and how that. But yeah, I think tonight will be a little more interesting just because I'm gonna do a mask, a clay mask, and I don't normally do these. I do these about like, well, I just got this, so I plan to do it like twice a week, but who knows if I'll actually stick to that. Lately, I've just been doing it after I put on makeup because I am like not wearing makeup at all recently, especially because I'm really trying to focus on my skin and get my skin like cleared up and everything. So like last week I put on makeup and then immediately after I put this on, and then today I had makeup on. So I'm like, time to put this on. And I can't wait. But I don't want to put it on. Like no one's saying anything. I'm like shy now. So I don't know. Yo, my bangs are like clipped up. I don't know how I like lived without bangs before this. Like literally for years I didn't have bangs. And then now I have them. I don't recognize myself without them. So it's like crazy. But today's been like weird. I don't even know. No, today was a good day. It started out with really good vibes. Like me and my roommate, we were dressed pretty cute today, and then we went out to get coffee, and then we went to a plant nursery, and like so many people were complimenting us on like our outfits and stuff, and it was like really good. And then I hung out with my best friend, and we went to this antique shop that I really really love, and we got pizza, my favorite thing ever, and we just like hung out and stuff. And then just like, well, I don't know. I feel weird talking because like no one is saying anything. Where are all the homies? I mean, I told no one that I was live streaming. I didn't say anything on like Patreon or on the community tab. Camille live streamed earlier today, so y'all are probably like burnt out. Like we already saw a live stream. Why are you doing another one? Well, that's just how it happened. Okay. Okay. I'm like getting kind of worried now because normally, like, at least Scott is here, like, or Roger sometimes, but like, so I'm kind of worried where everyone is at. Unless my Wi-Fi is like being weird and people are saying something and it's just like not coming on the screen. But regardless, I mean, I'm probably just like searching. I don't know. Like about an hour ago, I started to get really bad anxiety, and I was like, I could feel myself about to have an anxiety attack, like a panic attack. And luckily, my best friend was still here. And like, I don't normally have attacks in front of my friends because, like, why would I want to put them through that? I should have showered before this because I still need to shower. Anyway, I don't really like to put my friends through that. I like never ever have panic attacks in front of them. So I was really trying to like calm myself down, but it was just like so weird because it just came like out of the blue and stuff, and I didn't know what to do. Well, no, I normally know what to do, but just like when it catches me off guard, I never know what to do at first, just because I love it when I can immediately recognize the root of what is sparking this sudden burst of anxiety. Like most of the time, it's because I'm in a conversation happening and someone brings up a topic that I don't really handle very well. And obviously, like, I'm not gonna like stop the person and be like, oh, hey, like, don't talk about this. It's gonna give me anxiety. Um, I'll be polite and I'll like keep talking about it. I'll try to move the subject away. Most of the time it happens in group settings, so I'm able to just kind of remove myself or just like get lost in thought or whatever. But that has become a little dangerous for me lately actually because if I'm like in a group setting and people are talking about things that give me anxiety and then I just like kind of get lost like in my thoughts or whatever. Um, it's actually not worked well for me lately because then I start to like spiral because then I'll be free because then the thing that like was giving me anxiety will be like in my head already and then I'll like start to like spiral in my in my like head and stuff. So I haven't been doing that or like I've been trying not to like zone out and stuff. Um But like anyway, so like normally I'm just able to like remove myself from those types of situations. But today I couldn't tell what was happening. And like I hate it when that happens because it just makes me feel like more powerless and I don't like feeling that way, especially when it comes to my anxiety cuz like when I know where it's coming from, I can like face it head on a little bit more. But when I don't know where it's coming from, it becomes a little bit harder to control because then that freaks me out even more. Because like one of my worst fears is like losing my mind, and then I can constantly become paranoid of that when I'm in anxiety attack. Um, this conversation took a really dark turn. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put on my face mask now. Um, that's interesting. Or like the viewership has been fluctuating. So that's cool. Y'all are gonna see me turn blue for a bit. It's gonna be a little embarrassing for me, I guess, because I mean it's a face mask, but we love skincare, so y'all should be practicing skincare. It is well, I mean it's good. In a world that profits off of people feeling bad about themselves and not taking care of themselves, it is a good act of it's a good act to take care of yourself and feel good, take the time to like make yourself feel good and all that. So plus, I mean, like who doesn't love like feeling good and taking care of like their skin and all that? This is a Sorry, I took off my makeup not too long ago, so the product that I use to do that is like kind of burning my eyes, and then now it's mixed with this. So I'm like, whoa. As I'm talking about how good skincare is, I'm like, whoa. Plus, I also took off my contacts, which I was wearing all day, so my eyes are still a little sensitive. But anyway, I'm using an anti-stress Dead Sea Minerals clay mask. So instantly clears pores plus balances for renewed skin. And it's just like a 10-minute mask. And I have like really big pores. I mean, not really big. I mean, I try not to get super bothered by pores because it's like they're everywhere. Like we have them. It's normal. Uh, but I'm only human, so sometimes I do get insecure. It happens to us all. Uh, so I do like face masks that have a pore focus. Eyes are really pretty right now. I don't wear contacts super regularly, so whenever I do and then I take them off, my eyes get sensitive. Ooh. Okay. Now let me. Okay. Now let me set a timer for 10 minutes. All I need is just a 10-minute mask. Nothing special, but it does feel really good. And anything that is anti-stress, I'm like all about that because first I stress out about like so many things, and it's like really bothersome because just had to wash my fingers. It's really bothersome to have so much stress because so much of my like issues are stress induced, like anxiety and my acne. My acne is actually really stress induced, which is so frustrating because it's like, come on, like, can't I just have oily skin that causes acne or whatever? Um, if you have been with me in my live streams before, normally I stay in the bathroom, but we're gonna go into my room this time. Whoa, that's weird. My LED lights make a weird. I'll turn on the ring light. Okay, here we are. A little more of a comfortable setting. What was I talking about? Well, anyway, yeah, my acne is like really stress induced, but this like new regimen that I'm on from the dermatologist I went to see really been helping me. Like even people that haven't seen me in a long time, when they see me, they make a comment on how clear my skin looks, and I'm like, wow, that was completely unprovoked, and you had no idea that I'm on a new like skincare regimen. So thank you so much for that. Like you must be telling the truth. Sorry, my eyes are like burning. If I start involuntarily crying, like don't worry, I'm okay. um, let me. Ooh, did not mean to open a new tab. Let me just like. Wait, what? Oh my gosh! Wait, people are talking. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! People are talking. I had no idea. Hang on. Okay, as soon as I popped out the chat, I was able to see everything. I am so sorry, y'all. I should have thought about this sooner. I'm so glad that I can see you all now. That makes me feel so much better because I thought I was just talking to myself. That's probably why I got a little more transparent than normal because I did not realize that y'all were here. Oh my gosh, y'all are here. Wait, okay, hang on. I need to like start from the beginning. Scott, I'm here. Scott, Mark, hello. Victor, hi. Oh my gosh. Hello, gents. Hello, Nadia. Shout out, please. Shout out. Did you find your SD card? I did not find my SD card, but I bought a new one today. I was kind of upset about that because money is actually really tight for me right now. So I was kind of upset, but it's an investment in something that I do. So my plan is to wake up early tomorrow, film the September playlist, and then have it up before my class tomorrow because I start school tomorrow. Hello, Shania Lover. Shout out to Austria. We are saying things, Nadia, but you might. Yeah, I was not seeing them at all. I didn't know. Yeah, I have three roommates, Shania Lover. I'm here. What's wrong? Hola desde Uruguay. Hello. You need to relax more. I do need to relax more. Bathrooms always have great acoustics, yet bad reception. We're invisible to her. Yeah, literally. Don't worry, I lost my mind years ago. Oh my gosh. Um, yeah, no, I wasn't seeing the comments at all. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe just like maybe the internet just, like, isn't letting me see them. But then, like, I thought, because there usually is, like, a few people that talk and then a lot of people that just watch. So I thought I just had the people that just watch and they didn't wanna say anything, so, which is fine. Like, I don't wanna force you to speak if you do not want to. It is fine to just observe. But yeah, I thought that that's just what was happening. Uh Yeah, no, I did not find my SD card. We've been here the whole time we were here for you. Put it on the list with Camille. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so relieved to like see you all now. Um, that's wonderful. I hope it still works. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I did see your comment that said that on Patreon, Mark, about like retracing my steps, and that's the thing. Like, I can't even remember the last time I had it or the last time I used it. I feel like it just might be at home and might be on my desk at home, and I just didn't bring it here, but I find that hard to believe because even if it was on my desk, like, I always put it back in my camera, so that's kinda weird. Um, okay. So, like, now that I can see everyone, how is everyone doing? Um, um Is everyone doing okay? Camilla, cat head could look so adorable in the cat headphones. One doing okay? Camilla, cat head could look so adorable in the cat headphones. Have a camera case. I just transport my camera in my hands. Um, so Camille had her cat ears. Let me show y'all something new that I have. That lovely. Y'all may know them as spells on the chat. I got a new tripod. I've never had one before. I'm so excited about it. I was literally so excited to sit down and film like with my new tripod today. And I didn't have the SD card. So I was like, well, we'll try again tomorrow. Uh, you're great. That's good to hear, Victor. I'm pretty excited for tomorrow because I'm going to start school. I don't know what classes I have tomorrow. I'm really confused about how my schedule is going to be because it's remote learning again, obviously, and um, I like. Sorry, I'm trying to. My professors are doing pre-recorded lectures, thankfully, and so I don't know how that's going to look for my own personal schedule because the lectures are going to go live on the day and time that class would have been in person, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it. And then also, I'm looking for a job. You kind of remind me a little bit of Candace Owens. Who's that? What did I do to my face? I put a clay mask on just to like skincare and everything. Did Mark really another? Yes, Mark. Camille did tell me that. I mm, I give you my sincerest condolences. Um, I wish there was something more profound or comforting that I could say to you. Um, I just hope that you are doing okay and you're taking care of yourself. And everything. And I hope that this channel just will continue to put a smile on your face. So, yes. I took out my phone and I was gonna do something and I forgot what it was. I was gonna oh, I'm like breathing a little hard right now. It's because my anxiety likes to do this thing sometimes where instead of like tightness in my chest, it is sharp pain. Um, I know it's not anything serious, because I have talked about it like with my doctor before because of course like when that first starts I'm like, what's going on? Um, so yeah, these sharp pains are just anxiety induced, but it still freaks me out. So I would prefer tightness over sharp pains in my chest, but like that's kind of what's happening right now. So I'm just trying to take deep breaths and hold on to my. I'm glad that you're doing okay. Yes, you will get there. Um, I could, yeah, I like nearly started crying when my sister told me, because though I obviously didn't know your wife at all, I know you and I do care about you a lot. And I just can't imagine like what kind of, oh my God, I'm sorry, not gonna cry. I just can't imagine like what a situation that would be like. Uh, it's time to take the mask off, but it's not completely dry yet, so I'm gonna wait a little, just a few minutes longer. If you're gonna sneeze, I'm glad I'm not gonna sneeze. That would like crinkle the face mask. But so I'm using these crystals to help calm myself down. Well, I have this necklace already, and it has like a lot of like nice crystals on it. Um, I got it in Santa Barbara recently. This crystal Camille gave me, it's tiger's eye. She gave it to me one day when like I just came into her room because I was having like a really, really bad day as far as like my anxiety went. And like I just needed to like just be next to her and cry. I was crying like so hard, and then she put this in my hand. Like I immediately felt like I wanted to fall asleep. It's just like because tiger's eye is like to help with anxiety and stuff. So I like to use it a lot. Just allergies. Yeah, there's also allergies. Like it's I pretty much have allergies like all year long because I just have a lot of mucus going on in my body. It's really gross. Um, so like I pretty much always have a stuffy nose, but like right now, especially with like the heat and like this like dry, like hot wind that like keeps happening over here, it like really makes everything act up. This other crystal that I have is our it like really makes everything act up. This other crystal that I have is aragonite, aragonite, something like that. And it is a stabilizing stone that centers and grounds physical energies, being useful in times of stress. And y'all literally okay, I don't know if anyone like cares about like crystals or anything or even like believes in it. That's okay. I'm so sorry if I'm just like boring you with this. Um but literally I the reason why I bought this crystal is because normally when you're dealing with crystals, you want to get the one that like calls out to you the most and that you feel most drawn to. And I had never really experienced that before until I like saw this one. And like I held it in my hand and it just felt like there was so much energy like vibrating through it. It was just so nice. And like every time I hold it, I just feel so like grounded and relaxed. It's like, oh my God, it's just so nice. Um, my favorite guy on a soap opera tells his friend, breathe and count to 10. Yeah, I like to do a lot of breathing exercises. The 4-7-8 one is really good. Breathe in on a count of 4, hold it for 7 counts, let it out for 8 counts. I have to be really careful with that though because about 5 years ago, I held my breath for too long and then I fainted. Benjamin! Oh my God. Okay, I'd smile, but like then my face mask would crack. I think it's time to wash it off. What up from Japan? Ramen for lunch while watching your live over here. Oh, ramen sounds so good. It's like 10:51 p.m. So I shouldn't eat anything, but ooh, ramen. I love ramen. I care about anything that helps you. Thank you. So yeah, so like in times of like bad anxiety, these are the two crystals I kind of gravitate to the most. Um, my head has also been hurting a lot lately because my sleep schedule got really messed up because I actually have. Okay, before I get into the story, let me go wash off this face mask, which that'll be interesting for y'all to see because I don't know how that's going to like work. It's not going to be a pretty sight. All right. Oh, I should take these off. All right. Let's do this. This mask is so hard to get off. And it like stains my fingers kind of. Ah, spooky. Okay, that's like good enough. I'm gonna like or dry my face now. Um whew. Okay, you might still see some blue on my face. Pay no attention, just let it be. It's fine. I still need to take a shower, so after this I'll take a shower and then it'll be fine. Ooh, I got some liquid on my laptop. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so I have a story time for you all. It reminds me of when I had to work for Kiss, like the band, or a different Kiss. What Kiss are we talking about? Normally, I sleep with my earrings because I always have the second and third piercing filled with like studs. But these earrings kind of hurt when I sleep with them. Plus they get gross when I like shower with them and I like don't take it off. So I'm like, I need to do better. Okay, so yeah, I have a story time for y'all. Let me just like get my bearings. You worked for Kiss the band? That's interesting. Okay. That's not the rest of my routine. I have this other like cream that I put on my face or like the acne spots on my face, but I'm going to do that after I shower, which will be later. Ugh. Okay. And I figured that reminds me of when I worked for Kiss was talking about my face mask because, Kiss, they had like all that stuff going on. Okay, so I have story time for y'all. So last week, I need to sleep, but I'll be fine. I'll go to sleep soon. Last week was a bit of a rough week because I moved back into my apartment. Was that already last week? Maybe like 2 weeks ago. I moved back into my apartment and I was really excited about it like 2 months ago because I was just so ready to move back and get school started and like everything and have my own space again. Not to say I don't like living with my family because I do, but once you like, and I feel like maybe like some people that have lived on their own for a long time can like understand this. Once you live on your own once, it's hard to just like go back to the normalities of being with your family. So I just really wanted to get back to that as much as I didn't want to leave. But then as I got closer to the time that I said I was going to moved back, I was getting really nervous because there's so much happening in the world right now, and there was all the fires happening. So with the way my anxiety is, I just didn't want to really leave my family because I do feel calmer when I'm with them, when I'm with Camille, when I know my parents are in the next room, obviously. Plus, like I'm the youngest, so I'm always used to like relying on like my parents for things and stuff and to help make me feel better. Um, but I was like, I need to move back anyway. So then I moved back, and then the night that I moved back, there was an earthquake here, and and so I'm really not good with natural disasters like at all. Fires, um I'm a little more desensitized to, I guess you could say. Just because they happen so often in Southern California and California in general. They still scare me and they still freak me out, especially when they're close to like my parents' house and everything. Um, but earthquakes really, really scare me. I think it's just because it's just such a lack of control, and you never know when they're gonna happen. And it's just like it's a scary feeling. It's a scary experience. Um, So when that happened, like, thankfully, I have so many amazing friends, and a lot of them reached out to me immediately to ask if I was okay. My family called me because they know, like, oh my gosh, she's like by herself and like everything. I mean, I wasn't by myself; my roommate was here, but that was really difficult, and I couldn't sleep until like 3 a.m. that night because I was just so like scared. It just sent me into an instant panic attack, and then, I had a bit of a COVID scare because someone I know tested positive, and then I had seen them fairly recently to, like, a point where it's like, I should be worried and I should get tested, and, with COVID, this whole pandemic, I have been really paranoid just because, with the way my anxiety is and everything, as soon as I feel anything that could possibly be a symptom, I immediately think I have it, and then my mind makes it worse than it actually is. So when I was like, I need to get tested and like everything, it was really, really scary because of how real that possibility of me having it was. And then I also put my roommate in danger also, so that was difficult to deal with. Um, so all of that and the fact that no, it was not Chris. It wasn't Chris. Don't worry. Chris is okay. Um, so all of that adding up on top of the hesitation I had to move back to my apartment, it really built up negatively and messed with my sleep schedule a lot, and to the point where what day was it? Like Friday night, well technically it was Saturday morning, but Friday night at around like 1:45 a.m., I couldn't do it. I had to go home. So like I just packed a quick bag with like clothes for about 3 days, and I just left in the middle of the night, and I ended up at my house at about 2:30, 2:45ish, and I just like went and I collapsed and I just like fell asleep in my room, and then like my parents were like so surprised to see me in the morning, and so was my sister, and I was just like I just broke down. I was like I can't. I just needed to come home for like 2 seconds. They were like it's fine, and Camille was really happy to see me, and I ended up staying a little bit longer than I intended to. Uh, I just ended up staying longer because I was planning on coming home on Tuesday, yesterday, anyway, because I needed to record podcast episodes. And so, yeah, I just had like a really bad moment where I just needed to be like with my family and stuff. And it's frustrating for me because it's like, I can't live like that my whole life. I can't just like freak out and run home to mom and dad all the time. I have to find a way like but regardless it's fine to like ask for help and to know your limits, and my limit just was reached that particular night. And I'm really emotional today. I don't know why. So when I got back to my apartment last night, I started to feel anxious again, but I was like, no, I refuse. I refuse to like a calming space for me. It had been such like a good getaway, a good place with good energy. Um, so I just like refused to let it come back. So today was actually a really good day. And then I started to have anxiety like a few hours ago, but I took my medication, took some deep breaths, and have my nice crystals. And I'm starting to feel better. But it is difficult. I don't know if any of you have seen my Dear Anxiety video, but I'm trying to open up about it because I feel like a lot of people can relate, obviously. Almost it like anxiety is just such a common thing to have. I've met people that don't have it, and that just like blows my mind because I'm like, whoa, you just don't get anxious. Like that's wild. I was ignoring this a little bit more than you. I know how you feel as the youngest in my family. Oh, that's awesome, Mark. I can relate on that. Yeah, earthquakes technically do happen a lot in California. A lot of mini ones here and there. The last big one that I had felt was last summer. And that was awful because my parents were in a different state, so that one was just terrible. This one that happened, it was not that big, but it was like short and like strong. So it was still enough to like freak me out. I had the usual fears like going to school, so many back then schools are crime against young people, just going to see people. Yes, no, Shania, or just again, it was not first. Even when someone deep inside your heart, there's nothing that you can do. It's a better place to live. I totally agree. Love is a very, very, very strong emotion. It's good energy. I had mentioned before about being survive. Well, I'm so glad that you did survive and that you were able to get through it. That is amazing to hear. Life is short, enjoy your family. Yes, I totally agree. Obviously. Like no family is perfect, but there's just something different about going home to like where you grew up and everything. I'm tired. I'm wasted. I love you, darling. I hope you get some good rest. I can barely hear you. Hello. 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 How about now? Can you hear me now? Here I am. Okay. Okay. Good. That's weird. I'm like the green thingies were still going. Um. Okay. I'm glad that we got that sorted out. Okay. I watched your last podcast you filmed for YouTube. Ah, thank you. That one was really funny. Or I thought it was at least. Oh, hi, Randall. Hello. It's good to see you in the chat. I'm glad everything is good. Wow, we have more likes than viewers right. Oh, well, no. We have a lot of likes right now. I'm so glad. That doesn't normally happen in live streams. What were we saying? The last 3 minutes? Oh, whoa. No, I was just reading through the comments that I missed while I was talking. So like Shania, I love it when you said yes, you can. Home is safe. I was like, I totally agree. Yes, like I need to enjoy my family, all that good stuff. Uh, thank you, Randall. I'm glad you liked that. That one was funny. We have some really great podcasts lined up for October, so stay tuned for that. We filmed the first two, or we recorded the first two yesterday. I'm really excited about them. And I'm in charge of the Christmas themed podcast, and I don't have many ideas. Well, actually, I kind of do, but anyway, that's like beside the point. Um, yeah, I'm just like going through a lot right now. Um, and I'm really, really trying my best to be okay because like that's just all you can do. Um, but it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of hard work to be good and like be calm and everything. I've been trying like different things I've been making it a routine to where every time I wake up I do yoga in the mornings, and that's been really nice. Oh my gosh. Banuna, hello? Oh, oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed those reaction videos. I hope to do more soon. I plan on doing more. I feel like, well, Camille's been doing amazing by doing reaction live streams and whatnot. But I feel like I have been lacking a lot in reactions and putting them out. So I will really do my best um, to do that and bring you more good reactions. Thank you so much for that donation, Mark. Mark. Oh, oh my god, I've like been on the brink of tears this entire like live stream. So yeah, they're really gonna make me start crying. Um, Thank you so much. That really means a lot. As you know, I always listen and or watch your podcast. Yes, I do know that, Mark, and that means so much. You guys still doing online classes? Yes. It is still online classes over here. Thankfully, I have no interest in going back to school. As much as I miss my campus, I'm really glad that it's still online, just for safety reasons. Motley Crue was originally named Christmas. Interesting factoid. I'll remember that and I'll just like drop it like 2 cents of knowledge during the Christmas podcast. Oh, Mark, gosh, you mean so much to us here. I'm literally like gonna cry. It's like so bad. As I was saying, like I have been really doing my best to be good and like okay, I like good as in like calm and like not stressing myself out too much. Like I've been going to therapy for months now, so I feel like that's been a big help. I've been trying to be more lenient with myself with my medication, uh, my anxiety medication, because though I can't rely on them because that's just not safe in general, I can't deny myself of it either. So, just like things like that, and just trying to rewire my mindset to be positive. But in the times that we're in right now, it's just a little bit difficult. So yeah. I know YouTube has not paid you and Camille my gifts yet. Yeah, we don't know why. We're still trying to figure that out. I hope that they do soon because, like I mentioned, money is a little tight. I mean, it's not that it's tight. I just I was so used to collecting my unemployment, and I was very, very blessed to have the unemployment funds that I did. Um, I may have taken it for granted a little bit. That's my fault. Um, but I was so thankful for that. But it got re- reduced a lot to where every 2 weeks I would go and I would take out $1,000 from my unemployment card. And now it's down to 125, which thankfully I am very, very lucky that my parents pay for my apartment and my schooling and everything. Uh, However, my mom did ask me to use my unemployment for my groceries and my gas. Um, it's just a little bit difficult, especially because they haven't paid me yet for this period. So I don't really know what's going on. So I'm really trying to find a job right now. But then it's difficult to try to find a job because I don't really know what my schedule is like. So ideally, I would like to work weekends, but it's really hard to find people that just are able to work, or it's really hard to find people that are willing to hire someone that can only work weekends. So we'll see. On the classic show, Three's Company, Suzanne Sommer's character was named Christmas Snow. Oh, that's pretty. Um, so yeah, send me good vibes as I try finding a job. I've mentioned many times my distaste for working, but it is what it is. So um, I applied to this antique shop out here that I really, really love. I haven't really heard anything. I went today to go ask about like, could I inquire about the status of my application? And they said that it should take like a month because they haven't even looked at any applications yet. And I'm like, okay. But my dad and my friend Chris told me that I should still call next week and like hopefully different people answer and then I can ask them. And then I applied to some targets today, which I really don't want to work at a retail store. But I mean, I just can't afford to be picky right now. I heard they might have a second stimulus for students. Oh wow, I hope so. That'd be nice. So I can ask my parents for money, um, but I would never ask them just for like regular spending money for like fun stuff like that. I need to earn on my own. And it's not like I can't ask them. I just personally don't want to. I would like to do it myself. Um, but yeah, this is like September 30th was the quarter takes about 2 weeks for checks to go out. That's what I see from my studio anyway. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Normally it's been really consistent with every 2 weeks. Um, so every 2 weeks and on Wednesday. So today would have been the day that I got my little 125. I mean, it's not little. I definitely I'm not taking it for granted anymore. Like, and I'm really budgeting with how I'm distributing my money amongst groceries and gas and school equipment and whatnot. I need to look. Well, I'll look at it later. I don't need to look at it right now. Oh, where'd the chat go? Okay, here it is. Um, a lot of states are out of unemployment funds of the government. It worked out again. I know, isn't that ridiculous? I mean, so many people are out of work right now because of a pandemic that so many officials refuse to acknowledge, and they have the audacity to run out of money. But anyway, we're not going to get political right now. Oh, but that's another issue. Why is a global pandemic a political issue? Um, but anyway, uh, Roger suggested to Camille for you to do a Patreon post reaction to Fourth Impact Bridge over troubled water. She did. She did mention that to me. I will work on that. If I have time, I will probably film that after my playlist video tomorrow. But since the playlist video is my current priority, it may not be uploaded to Patreon until the weekend. So hold me to that. Mark, I am putting you in charge of holding me to have the Bridge Over Troubled Water reaction on Patreon by the weekend. I don't know if it's going to be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but by the weekend. So just like tweet me, comment on my Patreon posts, comment on my Instagram posts. I don't care. Just Mark, please hold me to that so that I do it. Because my memory is just everything is really scattered right now since school is about to start. I'm really excited. I think I don't know. I'm taking a lot of classes this quarter, more than I've ever taken. So give me good vibes for that. Also, it's an amazing video. Looking forward to the new video this Sunday. Yes, yes, all good things, all good things that I'm really excited for. You can also react to Soul Hyang sing the same song. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. That's good to know. Yeah, no, I'm really gonna try to be on top of, like, doing more reactions because, everyone you need to give Camille so much love, for what she's doing and how she's, like, doing a lot of live streams and reaction live streams and whatnot, because that takes a lot, so make sure you're giving her a lot of love. Um, I just need to do my part and contribute to it. Once school starts, it might be a little or as I'm starting school tomorrow, it might be a little difficult for me, but I'm gonna do my best to really try to manage my time so that I devote enough time to this channel. I'm in a little bit of a creative block right now as far as what kind of content I want to give you all. I have a ton of footage that I've been collecting over the course of a few months. Nothing in particular, nothing specific, just footage. So I'm planning on starting to edit that soon. As far as when it will come out, I have no idea. Um, so at least there's that. That is okay. I am using the video that's on for my wife's funeral. That's wonderful to hear. Um, oh my god, I'm literally gonna. I might as well just start crying already. I mean, some of y'all might have seen me cry before, as I have cried in like some reactions. I really never want to put y'all in a position where you really see me cry because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I never know what to do when people cry. So I would hate for other people to like struggle with that also when I'm crying. But I'm just so emotional right now. And like, maybe I did have like a lot on my mind when I started having anxiety earlier. Cause like, geez, I was crying earlier because Chris was here and like I just started talking and like I started talking about a lot of stuff. So I'm just realizing a lot of things recently about stuff that has happened to me. And it's not very good things. So um yeah, I've just been dealing with some things, but I'll be okay because like I said, I really am trying to uh to be okay. Um I think you will be unblocked if you do some drawing. Yeah. I've been painting a lot recently. I also been having a bit of a block with that. I want to do more painting. I have a lot of canvases that I'm willing to or that I really want to like paint on, obviously. We all cry at times, it's okay. Yeah, I know it's okay. I don't really like to cry that much. And then that makes Camille upset because she's really like pro, like, yeah, cry. Like it's so good to cry. And like I think that too. It is good to cry every now and then. I just don't allow myself to do it that much. Yes, Birth Impact has given me permission to do that, so it's all good. Oh, that's wonderful. They really are amazing young ladies. You're gonna be all right, Nadia. Yeah, I'll be okay. Let me show y'all some paintings that I did recently. Um, I can't remember if I posted any of these on Patreon. But recently, with my last two paintings, what I've been doing is I just put on music and then just whatever I'm feeling, I just start painting. I don't really go in with much of a plan. Uh, Privyet, but I do not speak that language. That's the only word that I know. Uh, there's a tear on my face that makes me shiver to the bone, shakes me. Alice Cooper. How random. It is very good for all of us women. Yes, no, it is so good. But even the men, don't be afraid to cry. Mm, really don't. It is so healthy. Um, I love the post cry euphoria because like once you finish crying and then you just feel so good. It's like wow. So this was the first painting that I did when I got to my apartment. Oh, that just fell. Oh. Anyway, this was the first painting that I did. Um, it looks kind of weird. um, Oh, but yes, Mark, you have every like right to cry. You should be. It's good. It's good to express your emotions. Um, so I just like drew like a spiral of like colors and stuff. And I had planned to draw an eye in the center, but it didn't really work out. It didn't look really good. So then I just started drawing bubbles. So then I was gonna do bubbles. Um, but then I did like this like drippy thing. I don't even know. Yeah, that's that's this. And hello. Their fathers tell them men don't cry. That's what my dad tells my brothers. Well, that I mean no disrespect to your father, but I very much disagree with that. Men, because while there are a lot of double standards for women, men also have double standards that they deal with. And one of those double standards is like where women are expected to be emotional, men are expected to be like these macho, like stoic. I don't show any emotions. I'm a man, or like whatever. And that's a very toxic mentality. So, men, it is very, very much okay for you to express your emotions. It does not make you less of a man at all, and do not ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Um, Learning to express yourself is a part of life and a part of growth, and it is good for you. So never feel ashamed to show emotions. If someone is making you ashamed for speaking your truth and for showing emotion, they do not have your best interest at heart. Sorry to get so firm with, no, I'm not sorry. I'm actually really not. Um, if that made you uncomfortable, I think you need to reevaluate yourself and your ideals. Um, yes, I was brought up to not show emotions. Well, oh wait, hello, Josh from Austin, Texas. Um, well, Victor, I hope that you do not hold that near you still, because I just think that's really unfair. I think it's unfair for women to appear as weak, for or I think it's weird for people to expect women to be emotional and to see it as a lesser form of expression. And I think it's awful that men are seen as weak and less of a man for showing emotions. Um, that's just not fair, like at all. And my dad learned it from his dad, so I don't blame him. No, of course, like that is how toxic masculinity is a thing, because that goes deep and that goes far back before us. The narrative of men needing to be big, strong, like nothing bothers me or whatever. And then when that's passed down, it becomes so like deeply ingrained into them. It's really hard to unlearn it. And I find that to be very unfortunate. Like, I have a relative in my family who I've never heard say "I love you" to me or to like anyone else, really. And obviously, some people like they just naturally express emotions differently, and that is 100% okay. Um, um, Sorry, one of my posters just like fell. It made a weird noise. Um, and like I was saying, people express emotions differently, and that is 100% okay. Like for me personally, I do have a hard time expressing my emotions and how I'm feeling. That might be a little difficult to believe, as for some reason during this live stream, I am doing so good at it. Um, whereas some of my friends are so good at expressing it. Um, Camille expresses emotions very differently as well. Um, but I think the problem comes when other people dictate how that how that relates to your character. Like, if someone doesn't express emotions very well, like, that's fine, but, like, if everyone tells them that they're a terrible person for it, like, that's not okay. Or, like, if someone who doesn't express emotions very well is trying to, and then people talk down on them, like, that's not cool. Um, I mean, not expressing emotions in general isn't a really good trait because it's, like, it's not very healthy to, like, keep things in and stuff, obviously. I'm going on such a tangent right now. Bottom line is, I hope all of y'all are finding ways to express your emotions and are not being condemned for it. And for all the men or male identifying people in this chat, I hope that you find like peace in expressing emotion and that you aren't condemned for it and that people and that like you don't listen to those types of standards that society likes to put on men because that is not fair. And that is just not good. So I hope y'all yeah, yeah, yeah. It helps me since I've gotten older, I'm more emotional, that's good. Yeah, a lot of things come with age. I envy others for too long, I've never got to show the emotions. Now that I'm away from that lifestyle, I'm slowly learning. That's good, that's really good. My emotions started changing when I had children and grandchildren, I can imagine. Um, I obviously have no idea what it's like to have kids, but I can imagine it's probably a life-changing moment. And I feel like the media portrays that a lot as, like, a turning point for men. Like, once they have a kid, they, like, change. And it's like, that's great. That's wonderful, actually, but I hope we can figure out a way to make that change happen a little bit earlier, so that we just have time, process emotions, and all that. I'm a guy and I paint. That's great. That's good. Paint. That's another thing I would like to abolish. Gendered activities. Like like, isn't it funny how, like I think it's absolutely ridiculous how, like, I don't know, some people grew up in a time where it was, like, women in the kitchen, men at work. Working in the kitchen is a girl thing, and going out to make money is a man thing. It's like, they're things. Like, why are things gendered? It's like colors, like, why are colors I don't know. That's a whole different conversation that I don't really wanna get into right now. I just try not to cry in front of my 2 boys that are still with me, but it's not working that well. It happens. I can understand not wanting to, like, cry in front of, like, your family members and stuff. Like me, I don't like crying in front of them because I don't like worrying them, but sometimes you just can't help it. Um, just as long as you're not thinking, like, it's showing weakness, because it's not. It's showing vulnerability, that's true, and that's a really, like, delicate thing to deal with, like, your own vulnerability, um, and that's scary, but just as long as you all know it doesn't make you weak. Yeah, that's just, I guess, what I'm trying to say. I love to watch your vlog with your sister. I'm glad. Yeah, I think vlogs are my favorite things to edit, like, period, on, like, this channel and stuff. Like, I love filming them, obviously, and going through the activities that, like, I'm doing, but sitting down and editing a vlog is always so much fun for me. That's how it changes, teaching your children it's okay to change emotion. Exactly, that's where the change begins, to break the cycle of, "I was taught this, so you're gonna be taught this." No, like, I was taught this, but I don't want my kids to be like this and stuff, you know? Never expected to live this long. Music has always been an emotional release for me. I feel that. I feel that. Hello, I'm from Malaysia. Hello from Malaysia. Hello. Um, I've been live streaming for an hour. I didn't mean to go this long. I'm having such a good time talking to y'all. My head is really hurting though. Um, because I need to sleep. So I might be starting to close this soon. I learned and love to do women things, especially in the kitchen, but I know some women don't. Yeah, I just like I mean, I can't cook. Well, I can, but, like, I don't like it, like, too much. So, like, if I were living in the 1950s, I would be a terrible woman. And, like, that's what I mean. Like, it's okay to like to do those types of things. My problem is just when it's forced on, like, women, and it's like, no, women are only supposed to do this, or men are only supposed to do this. It's like, says who? You know? Like, why? It's like the thing where it's like, "Oh, little girls play with Barbies, little boys play with monster trucks." It's like, why? Like, who said that? I don't know. I started cooking when I was 5 years old. That's cool. I should cook more. I should learn how to do things. Yeah, that is an old way. That's such a dated, like, way of thinking. We live in a time, but I mean, but it's still out there. Like, gender roles are still a thing. Um, they exist. They exist in this country, they exist in other countries. It's a thing. Um, but that's a rant for another time. Sorry. I took a gender and sexualities class last quarter and it was just like really life changing. I mean, it was a lot of stuff that like I already know, but to like go in deeper and have like more conversations about it, that was just like so good. Um, I grew up taking care. Yeah, and that's like all the power to you. Literally, if you find like empowerment and like happiness in doing stuff like that, then that's amazing. And I love that for you. It's relative to economic status. Yeah, that's true. Cooking is fun and relaxing. That's nice. Cooking is stressful for me. But I gotta eat, so I do it. I had to teach my wife to cook. God rest her soul. Oh my gosh. We're from the future. The future is now. Facts. Um, but I think um, I'm going to start to say my goodbyes. I talked a lot and a lot about a lot of different things. If y'all stayed here for the whole stream, thank you. Um, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you may be and whatever time it may be. I hope that you are well and happy. And I wish you all nothing but the best health, happiness, peace. um, and thank you so much for being here with me and for listening to all the inner workings of my brains. Make sure y'all are drinking water and staying hydrated, especially if you cry. Make sure that if you cry, you drink water because you get dehydrated when you cry. Uh, please stay healthy. Everything. Thank you. My son who's the same age as you, Nadia, took on the role as her carer. Oh, that's wonderful. Get some rest, sweet dreams. Thank you. Good night. Hope you're doing good. You too. You seem to be in a good mood, so maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm ending this on a good note, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. So thank you for helping me with that. And with that, farewell, everyone. I will see you real soon. Bye.